Well, it's my annual trip to the National Cemetery for Memorial Day. Beautiful day out today, very hot. There's not going to be any alcohol today. Too hot for that. I actually left very late to get here because it was like 95 degrees out here in Florida. And heat index, God knows what the hell that was, but I'm sure it was better than 100. So it's late afternoon, a nice breeze, and I'm here, you know. Dragonflies all over the place, flying around. I'm here with the men and women that gave their lives for us to be safe and free. This year is a very special year because it's 2024. It's a year that we're going to have an extremely important election for president. I know I shouldn't really be getting political because it's not about the politics of it all. It's about how the men and women here gave their lives to keep us free and fought for our freedoms. But the fact of the matter is, that's in question now. And my grandfather came here in 1913. He came here from Italy, 18 years old. He was sent here to pave the way for the rest of the family so he can set it up so they can come here. Not soon after he came, World War I broke out, and he saw it as his opportunity to get his citizenship by joining the American Army and fighting for our country against the country and other countries that he was born in. He fought against fascism. And the sad thing is that we're heading in that direction. Don't let these people that fought and died for us and our freedoms die in vain. It's not about Trump if you like him or you don't like him. It's not about if you're a Democrat, a Republican, a liberal, an independent, whatever you are. It's not about that. It really isn't. This is about good and evil. And right now, we're in a fight for our lives to keep this country safe, to keep this country alive. The country that I grew up in, isn't anywhere near what it is now. I made a trip back to New York recently for my cousin's funeral. And when I got there, I was reminded why I left there. My God, it wasn't the New York I grew up in. It was horrible. I had to do under 25 miles an hour, otherwise I'd have a camera give me a ticket. The holes in the street, it was like a third world country. I swear it was like a third world country. I couldn't wait to get back to Florida. That aside, people, don't leave a third world country for your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, and your generations to come. It's not about whether or not you like Trump, you hate Trump, whatever. Out of the two candidates, if that's all there are on the main candidates between Biden and Trump, look at what Biden has done to this country in the 4 years, almost 4 years that he's been in office. He's destroyed us. He's destroyed our way of life. We can't let that go on. If he gets another term, forget it. This country's over. It'll be nothing like it was. Our freedoms are diminishing by the day. We can't have this continue. We cannot have this continue. We need the strength of a man like Trump. Like him, don't like him, hate him, it doesn't matter. He is for the people. We have nobody to blame but ourselves. We have nobody to blame but our laziness and our apathy of not doing anything and just let anybody run our country, our Senate, our Congress, everything. They're the ones that make the laws. The president just signs bills into laws. But this country's a mess. It's an utter mess. That said, the politics out of the way, these men and women fought and died for us. And it's only fitting that we pay our respects to them. Not by taking a day off from work and stuffing our faces with hot dogs and hamburgers and ribs and steaks and stuff, but by acknowledging the fact that that's what they did, and that's why we have this day off. I believe that every American family, in the beginning of their day, on the day off, Memorial Day, should take their kids to the National Cemetery and just come here and experience the tranquility of this place. Look at the thousands of graves in every state. There's a national cemetery in every state, every city. There's a national cemetery. So you have no excuse why you can't do this. Come and visit. Pay your respects to the men and women that died for us. And then go enjoy your hamburgers, hot dogs, and coleslaw, and beers, and then feel good about yourself that you paid your respects to the men and women that died to allow you to do that. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. I've been doing this here for a few years now. This is my second year in Florida doing it. And I have to tell you, it's extremely peaceful. I love it here. I love it. I love that I do this, and I love that I pay my respects to these men and women. Because it's not just them that paid the sacrifice, but it's their families as well. Their families paid the price. Because while everybody's having their families over for their barbecues and enjoying their steaks and their burgers, their families can't enjoy them. Their families are having their barbecues and their hot dogs and hamburgers without them to enjoy it with them. Remember that. Their families are celebrating Memorial Day without their loved ones because their loved ones paid the ultimate price. So that's just something to keep in mind. Pay your respects to the people that lost their lives. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. So, for the men and women that died for us, for the families that suffered for us, losing their young, God bless you all. And I don't have my cocktail to toast you, but I will smoke my cigar and I will share that time with you. And I pray that everyone understood my message about the fight for good and evil. And please, do the right thing. Let us do what we have to do at the voting booth to save this country. It's not with bullets, it's with our vote. God bless you all. Have a wonderful rest of Memorial Day. Take it easy.